The right to freedom of expression is entrenched in Article 9 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which provides that everyone has a right to express themselves within the law. Sometimes state parties interpret the words within the law to mean that they can adopt any law that can limit the right to freedom of expression. This is not the case. The law that is envisaged in Article 9(1) of the Charter is a law that has to comply with regional and international human rights standards. So a law that does not comply with these standards can never withstand the scrutiny of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. The right to freedom of expression in the African Charter on Human and People's Rights has a clawback clause because it says that everyone has a right to express themselves within the law. So because of this limitation or clawback clause in the African Charter, the African Commission on Human and People's Rights in 2002 decided to adopt a Declaration of Principles on Freedom of Expression in Africa. The purpose of the declaration is to expand the scope of Article 9 of the Charter to clarify the content of the right to freedom of expression as articulated in Article 9 of the Charter. Most of our countries on the continent still have laws that unreasonably limit the right to freedom of expression. To give an example, in some of our countries we have laws such as criminal defamation that makes it a criminal offense to write or to publish a speech that is regarded as defamatory. We still have laws such as publication of false news, so that if one publishes a story that is regarded as not true, that person can actually be prosecuted and convicted of a crime. We also still have laws such as insult laws, which makes it possible for one to be prosecuted and convicted if they publish a story that insults the head of state or a senior government official. These laws do not have a place in our democracy. Most of them were inherited from colonialism. In 2015, the African Court on Human and People's Rights, in the case of Konate versus Burkina Faso, held, among others, that criminal defamation offended Article 9 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. As the Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Expression and Access to Information in Africa, I have been advocating for the repeal of criminal defamation laws on our continent. And the Konate decision, I think, will give an impetus to the campaign to get state parties to decriminalize defamation.